everyone, and welcome to this month's Tumolo Talk. It's a new year. Happy New Year's. So the big thing I wanted to do is start it off with, a little bit about New Year's and some things to do, heading into the new year. So we'll just call it the New Year Financial Checkup. But basically, what I want to get to is really things that you should be doing heading into the new year. One of the big things that we do when we get together with someone during our 6-month reviews, we're always looking to make sure someone is on track. And a lot of times we just compare it to the bank account and look at the balances of the total assets. So for you, if you want to do a quick little check on yourself, number one, I would say make sure you're still on track. Easy way to do it, you compare your total assets. So add up all of your accounts and just giving you an easy way to do it. And then minus out those big liabilities, such as mortgages or any big loans, such as car loans or student loans, and see where you stand. And then what you're doing is you're comparing it to last year, sort of like what the companies do when they compare profit and loss sheets. They're looking at expenses. Are there any big changes that we should be aware of, and do we have to adjust? But those of you that are clients, we're always looking at spending patterns. So that's why we like to do 6-month reviews. The idea is to see what's going on. If there's a big change in a spending pattern, then we may have to adjust. It's really making sure you're still on track. But you can do it yourself too, if in a simple way, like I said, was just looking at assets, comparing them to the previous year, and then seeing where you stand. Number two, check for financial red flags. And this is an important one especially with these streaming services. For an example, watching TV before, everyone would just buy, go out there and get cable TV. They'd watch it. They wouldn't get extra bills, kind of trickling into their accounts. But a big thing going on now is you might have an Amazon account. You might have a Netflix account. You might have a Hulu account or a YouTube account to watch TV, but then you might not be watching those services anymore. A big one, like my wife and I will sign up for Paramount for a month. We'll watch the shows that we want to watch, and then we turn it off so that we're not paying for the rest of the year. So it's keeping more money in our pocket instead of handing it over to a service. And a lot of those services you don't have to sign up for 1-year contracts. So a big thing every January, you should take a look at the bank account, credit cards, where's the money going? And a lot of times you can pick out little tiny services you might be paying for that you're not using anymore. I had a client a few years back that was paying for a gym membership that they haven't gone to for 3 years. And it was really because they went and they dug into their credit card statements and said, oh, wow, I'm actually doing this. And I thought they canceled it. Had proof that he did cancel it. So when he went back, they actually credited him back for 3 years. So check those little things. It's really the little bits that are going out of your pocket that maybe shouldn't be. Plan for the year ahead, based on income and then things that you want to do. So we know usually based on trend about what someone's going to spend every year, and you probably have a good idea what you spend every year too. But then there might be a big project that year, such as maybe a roof on the house or you're fixing up a bathroom or something. But really what you're doing is saying, okay, well, we know we're going to do this year. What do we need to do? Do we have to put some money aside, some extra money aside so that we take care of it? And you can do that with weekly paychecks and piling a little extra in the savings account. Or, if you're working with us, do we take a look at your accounts and are you better off pulling a little extra money out of an account to do these things instead of taking a loan? Because after all, that's an extra cost. So when we look at it, and I'll tell you this, if it's a big expense, and you're nervous about it, rerun the Tumolo financial checkup just to prove it out that whether or not it's okay or not to do it, if it's going to mess up your numbers on you. Or a lot of times it's just adjusting what you do. So big thing is jump in, do those things. Last thing I'm going to add is I did write a book a while back, The Retirement Checkup. That alone, you can actually click the link and get a copy for yourself from us. But really what I want you to do is get an idea of the overall planning going into retirement, or if you're already in retirement, are you missing something? So feel free to click the link. We'll get that sent out to you. Thank you. And I wish everyone a happy new year.